Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your mid-January through mid-February general reading. My readings now are I'm changing my readings up a bit. So my general readings are going to include your general reading, your love and relationship reading for singles and for couples. So yeah, I'm including everything in your general reading now. Love and relationships, money, everything. I'm gonna go over everything in your general reading. So I'm doing it this way because I don't have my time is very limited. So I'm even a little bit late bringing out these readings, which I'm more later than I wanted to be, but I'm sorry about that. I wanted to get them out more timely, but I'm kind of combining everything right now, reading wise. I have to make sure I get the readings out to you guys, so I really want to make that a high priority right now. And like I said, it's been a joy and pleasure bringing you these readings. I really appreciate the response, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's a joy and pleasure bringing you these readings. And if you like a private reading, check out my description box and you get all the information you need for a private reading. All right, Aquarius, let's jump right into your general reading. All right, your general reading is very interesting because a lot of you are releasing some toxic relationships right now. That's the overall energy. The cards I got for your reading are the Lovers cards, the Moon, the Hermit, the Devil, and the Five of Swords. So this is telling me you guys are releasing toxic relationships right now, and it could be with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So you could be dealing with a fire sign or somebody with fire energy right now, and it looks like you guys are deciding to release relationship or release toxic relationships, especially with the Devil here. So if you and Aquarius are in a toxic relationships right now, you're deciding to leave it, or you're tired of fighting those empty battles. You're tired of fighting all the time, and you're just deciding, you know what, this relationship, you know what, it's not working. You're coming to clarity. You're saying maybe this relationship I'm in right now is just not working, or it could even be with a business partnership, or there's some sort of relationship that's not working right now, or you're tired of always fighting, and you're always tired of fighting, or you're tired of fighting. It's just like you're tired of everything, and you're like, you know what? Maybe it's time to walk away from this relationship because it's just not serving me anymore. Yeah, the card you have is the Healing Heart. It's time to start healing yourselves, and and you also got the Counselor card. So some of you might be going through some bad breakups right now, or you're just deciding, you know what? You could be involved with someone who's got an addiction too, especially with the Devil card there, and you're finally saying, you know what, it's time for me to walk away from this because it's just not serving me. So you could be dealing with somebody with an addiction, or your partner could have an addiction that you might be dealing with, and you might be deciding to walk away. All right, or some of you might have a new partner coming in, especially with the Queen of Cups. You also got, so you could be maybe you're coming across a new partner, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that you might be interested in. Also, who doesn't have that toxicity. So yeah, so some of you Aquarius are releasing some bad relationships right now. You're saying no more, or you could be releasing addictive relationships. You're saying no more. I'm not having it anymore. It's time for me to heal and get away from this. And some of you might be seeking counseling because of that, or some of you couples might be going through some counseling, especially if you're going through some addictive issues. So some of you might be going from counseling for addictive issues. But whatever it is, you've had enough. You're searching inward right now. You're searching. You're trying to find out. You know what, you're finding out things. You're searching inward. To make decisions, because this is the Hermit's facing the Lovers. And that means a decision. So some of you might be deciding. Like I said, you might be deciding. You know what? I can't fight these battles no more. I'm not winning. I think I'm winning these battles. Five of Swords. Sometimes you're winning the battles, but then you got to ask yourself, um, what am I really victorious? You might be fighting the battles, and you're asking yourself, am I victorious? is it working? Is the things are are they're victories, but they're also empty victories. So, and then you might be coming to the point where you're saying, you know what, I can't do these empty victories no more. And you know what, it's time to me to break away from this devil or this addictive behavior, or your partner could have addictive behavior that you might be deciding to break away from. And you'd be like, you know what, no more. No more. Like I said, some of you might be seeking out counsel about it, or yep, and some of you might be starting a healing process because of this, or maybe your partner might be going for some counseling or for some healing also. But whatever it is, you made a stand and you said, there's no more, I can't fight these empty battles no more, I got to do something about this. So it looks like you guys are going to be basically, you guys are going to be like, no more, having it. So if you had a partner that's addictive behavior, or if you have addictive behavior too, you're saying, you know what, no more, I can't do this. I've got to make a change. I've got to make a change now. So some of you, like I said, it could be for a partner, or it could be for yourself too. If you have some behaviors that might be addictive, and you might be saying, you know what, no more, I can't do this no more. Or if your partner does, and you're like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It's time for me to break this cycle, break the chain, not keep fighting these empty battles, which I'm not winning. And it looks like the hermit is squaring off against the lovers, and right now it's basically, you know what, you're saying you're making that decision because now the illusion is gone, and now you're seeking the truth. So yeah, once you seek the truth, and all the illusions will be, you'll shatter all the illusions, and what you'll be left with is the truth, which would be the devil. So basically, you're starting off the month about shattering your illusion. So if you think things are good and they're really not, that illusion is going to be shattered, because, like I said, you're going to come to realization that, you know what, there's something wrong, and there's something I got to do to fix this. And then you could start a healing process. And some of you might be going for counseling, some of you might be going for counseling, or seeking counsel. All right, and always, I got the morning affirmation card, so always stay positive, especially when it comes to healing. So if you're going through a hard time right now, Aquarius, it's time to stay positive. All right, keep getting that positive energy going. All right, yeah, because some of you might be walking away from relationships that are toxic. Some of you might be working on them. Some of you Aquariuses might be just, if you've got behavior that might be a destructive, you might be saying, you know what, enough, I can't do this no more. This could be either for you or for your partner. You might be saying, you know what, if I have to face the fact that I've got destructive tendencies, and it's time for me to take a good look at myself and say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Something's not right. I got to seek help, and I got to start healing. So this could be either for you or for your partner. All right, yeah, so that's what it really looks like right now. And the good thing is, next card you got is a magician. So yeah, so that means you'll be working on yourself or working on your relationship, and then yep, then you're taking charge of things. Yeah, so basically, so what that's telling me right now is basically you're basically saying, you know what, you've come to a point where you said no more, and I've got to take control, and I got to start taking control. And it looks like you guys will be, because I feel like you guys will be finding that illumination and that decision making process. And I feel like when you search inward, you'll find the truth and find the answers, and it'll shatter the illusions. And then you'll be like, all right, yeah, there's something wrong, and I got to do something about it. I can't keep fighting these empty battles anymore, whether it's empty battles with yourself or empty battles with a partner. And you'll be like, no more, I can't. I got to take control, and I got to start taking the lead in my life again. I got to start getting control of everything. It looks like you guys will be getting control of everything. Okay, now going into a love reading for singles, Aquarius singles. Pay attention to red flags and release your ex. So if you singles are holding on to an ex, or you have an ex that wants to come back, release them. All right, time to release again. So you singles might have released some toxic relationships. You might have released it and you said, no more. I'm not doing it no more. So you singles, so some of you Aquarius might be just gotten out of a relationship that might have been toxic. And the red flags might have been there, especially with the hermit squaring off with the lover's card. You might make a decision saying, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. there's something wrong here, and you might be deciding, you know what, I'm leaving, walking away. So some of you singles might be walking away from your exes and be like, or if it's singles and you're holding on to issues with your exes, it's time to release it because that doesn't do anything. The more you hold on to something that doesn't work anymore, the more you're blocking your own manifestations. So for singles, it's time to release your ex. So if you're freshly out of a relationship right now, it's time to release the ex and release that energy. Release the ex. Let something new come in. Like I said, because you might have gotten, red flags like there's something wrong. And you're deciding, you know what, something's wrong. I can't fix it. You know what, it's time for me to move on and release it. So you singles are in the releasing process. And let me draw out here we go. Bingo, right away. The heal card for you singles out there. So it's time for you to heal, as in you got in your general relationship. So some of you singles are healing out there from either bad relationships, and the best way to heal is to start releasing your ex and releasing all that energy, because this is the star card. You have hope and you have inspiration, but it's time to release your ex. And you might have had to release your ex because there were warning signs there, warning signs that relationship wasn't good, or you guys, you singles, Aquarius has been like, you know what, the relationship has not been good, or you're getting signs that, you were getting signs that, something's wrong, and you decided to, release it and start a healing process on yourself. And the general reading kind of backs up the love reading part for you single Aquariuses out there. So yeah. All right, for your couple Aquariuses, again, the reading before you kind of got this too, healing family issues. So this might apply to a family dynamic too if you're Aquarius and couple. So some of you might have some family issues going on that you might have to address for a couple issues too. So some of you Aquariuses out there might be going through some family issues, or that you might have to address. All right, or you might be healing some family issues that you're going through. And now, like I said, now you've got the clarity. Now you see that there's problems there for you coupled Aquarius, that maybe there's a problem going on with your family, or maybe somebody in your family has an addictive behavior, and all of a sudden you're seeing it now. You're starting to see their addictive behavior, and you'll be like, whoa, something's wrong here. We got to fix this. All right, for you couples, like I said, some of you couples are working on family issues here. So, you couples, like I said, this could be, like I said, for the general reading, it's also going to apply to family problems too. So, some of you coupled Aquariuses out there might be working on your family issues right now, or working on issues with your family and your surroundings right now. So, yeah, so looks like there's a whole healing process going on. Because I feel like you've got your clarity now. You're starting off the year with clarity. You're seeing the truth about the situations now. You're not in the illusion mode anymore. You're kind of saying, you know what, I've broken the illusion. I search inward, and you know what, I got to make a decision. I can't keep fighting these empty battles no more. It's time for some healing, whether it be with family. If you're couples, it could be doing some family healing too, or maybe even some family counseling too. And it's time to let the healing begin. All right, and for you singles out there, so you single Aquariuses do have a new love coming in with the calling in your soulmate, and keep an open mind, because for you singles out there, you know what, sometimes your person you want may not, you know what, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, so don't be closed-minded. But in order for that to happen, you've got to release the X, or release all that X energy that you might be carrying. And time to start the healing process out there, because you do have somebody coming in. You're calling in your soulmate. In order to do that, you have to release your ex. And for coupled Aquarius, it looks like some of you might be working on family issues or family problems that might have arose, that you're finally getting coming to light. So some of you Aquarius might be working on family issues that have come into light now. But it all looks good. That looks like you're going to take control, and there's a healing process going on too. All right, Aquarius, that's your general reading for mid-January through mid-February. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, like I said, it was a joy and pleasure bringing you this reading. Hope you've taken something away from it. And like I said, yep. And remember, all my general readings now include everything, including love and relationship. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time.